What's up, guys? It's DJ. Welcome to Gamma Bro Hulk Reviews. Now for your Gamma Dose of the Jade Giant. Today's featured Hulk item is from Sega. This is the Marvel Luminasta series from Marvel Japan. This statue recently just came out, and the review is coming up next. Thanks for joining me today, guys. Obviously, everybody knows who Sega is. They came out with the consoles, early 90s, Sega Genesis, Sega Saturn, and their popular icons are Sonic the Hedgehog, is probably their biggest, with all of his recent movies and popularity. In regards to Hulk, I have a few Hulk plushies and a few minifigures from Sega over the years that just randomly came out. And I'm not really sure of the back history of their involvement with Marvel stuff. I was quite surprised to see this particular statue come out through Sega. So with a little bit of research, they basically have a Luminasta series, which is a statue and high-end figure line. They dive into anime and obviously their popular IPs like Sonic and stuff, but they also have the Marvel license. I saw a Wolverine statue randomly online and I was like, wow, this is really nice. So I was wondering if they had a Hulk, and I saw that one was going to be released late December, and I was like, oh wow, like I'll actually, check it out and see how it is. And this is basically the first product from this series that I've seen. And I have no clue about quality or, anything about this company other than their games. So I'm pretty interested to see, what type of quality this statue has. So let's take a look at it right now. So we'll first look at the box. Pretty cool art. So Marvel Luminasta, traditional Hulk logo. Here's a quick image of what the statue looks like. So here's the Luminasta symbol, Marvel Japan. The photo is a sample under development and may differ from actual product, so the statue might look a little bit different than what the image shows. Here's the Sega logo that we all know, and just a really, really cool looking statue. So when I saw the sculpt of this from the promotional images, I was very, very curious. And it's just so cool that they have the Marvel license. Here's a lot of the Japanese kanji, promotional stuff, another promotional image, a really nice one on the back, and a nice side image. Marvel, and a lot more Japanese at the bottom here. So inside the box, it's packaged really nice in this nice soft material that encases the statue itself. Then here is the base and the bag. So this reminds me of another company that I collected in the past called Bon Presto, which is also a Japanese company. And it's very similar quality just from first viewing here, but same type of baggies and packaging. So here's the statue itself inside the plastic bag, but it's packaged pretty well with bubble wrap inside and stuff. So that's what the inside looks like when you first take it out. Okay, so here's the simple black base. It's about 7 to 8 inches wide and about 5 inches long. It is hollow underneath. So on top here, we have 4 more pieces, 5 including the base. And each one of these came in little specific baggies, so they're all protected, which is really nice. I want to take note that when applying this, each one of these is super, super tight, very, very difficult to get in. They have these little notches that really keep it locked in to place. So once it's in place, it's very, very, very tight, super, super secure, but definitely very, very hard to get in. You really have to put a lot of force when putting into the joints. All right, here we go. This is him fully put together. And if you have ever seen the Kotobukiya, I think Avengers line, there was a similar size Hulk piece that came out there that you put the pieces together, pretty similar to this. And quality-wise, is also very, very, very similar. So I'll definitely do a comparison video of this and that statue later on. But first impressions, this thing is really, really cool. So we'll start with a nice little 360. All right, so we are going to jump into sculpt. We will start on the face. Really, really cool sculpted face, very modern Hulk. I love the expression on this. I think it's super unique. I love how the mouth looks, how the teeth are kind of recessed back a little bit. Really shows depth to the face. All the different wrinkles in the forehead and just the anger on his face. Super, super animated. Very comic styled, which I love. Really cool eyes and nose. I mean, very unique Hulk sculpt for the face. Nice modern hair. Looks really good. Show the torso. So here's the abs and the chest. Super bulky, muscular. Love the anatomy on this. Excellent job overall. Really shows proportions really well. Really long, elongated chest with all the fibers and the muscles going up into the shoulder. Looks amazing. Him cocking back that arm. Huge buys. Look at all the different tricep muscles. Forearms into the fists. Just awesome pose. Huge pumpkin shoulders. You can see a lot of the veins going into the neck and the traps to really show aggression. Really, really cool sculpted arm with the hands. Looks great. Here's the detailed pants. So there is like a honeycomb effect to really show the material of this. So I'm not sure if they're trying to go with their own, half MCU style with the honeycomb effect and then the ripped pants. I like that they went with the ripped pants instead of just the normal MCU style. But there's no rips at the top, and just the look of the fabric shows that this is more of like a mishmash of the MCU styled pants and the normal ripped pants. But here's the legs. Really, really nice sculpt to it overall. Nice rock here into the other leg. Huge, huge base. This is completely solid PVC, which is awesome. So really, really nice back. But one thing I noticed that the torso did come together, but it is in two pieces. So there is this really ugly gap that runs across the middle of the back, which I don't like. And then there's the gap underneath the shoulder here. And then there is a gap here. But this arm came glued, same with the torso, to the body. This is the only arm that came separate, and the head was also connected to the body. But really cool back. I do like it. Show the back of the pants. You can see a lot of the musculature, the hamstrings. Really, really nice overall detail. So for a Hulk sculpt, I mean, has just a lot to it, and I love the pose. I love how he's stepping on the rock and looking down. Just excellent. I'm definitely going to give this an A for sculpt. I think just really good art, really good anatomy. Love the face. Just really, really fun piece overall when it comes to sculpt. So for paint, we'll jump right in here. So there's a nice dark green line going right down the middle, through the chest, through the abdomen. Little bit of dark greens throughout here. Little bit of into the traps, into the shoulder area. A little bit in the forearms, inside the armpits. Again, highlight a little bit in the traps. Again, down the whole middle back, spread out to the bottom of the back. Highlighted really well. And the paint is so interesting because it's like an opaque, like almost see-through, but very, very light, like eggshell almost type of paint. Very unique. Kind of almost looks like clay to me, which is a very interesting take on paint. So I do like the color, and I mean, that paint, that clay look is just really, really cool, especially in the face, the eyes, the teeth, the hair. It's just a really unique green. Really nice color purple, really plays off well off the green. Pretty just flat clay looking rock here, and then the flat black base at the bottom. But paint wise, I mean, it's just really, really cool overall. I do like it. I think there should be a little bit more shading. The eyes are green, you can see the pupils really, really nicely sculpted in there and painted. So for paint, I'm going to give it an A-. I think it's actually really well done. I do like the color choices, and I just would have did a little bit more shading throughout, but I do like the color choices overall. So now into quality. So again, this reminds me of the Kotobukiya. It comes in 5 pieces, just like the Kotobukiya piece. The Kotobukiya was 5 because the base was 2 pieces at the bottom. Very, very similar. Very, very thick, heavy PVC. Chunky. This will not break at all. Just with those bumps inside the joints when I showed you before, pulling this out and trying to take it apart, it would be an absolute pain in the ass. But no issues, no paint defects, nothing like that. So only thing with the quality, as I said, is just these really harsh lines running through the body. I mean, I think it goes well with the anatomy of the back and stuff. They did a pretty good job with that, but still, there's really no hiding where they pieced this together. But especially like right there, it's pretty apparent how big that gap is. So overall quality is really good. It's just, I wish it was one solid piece, but for packaging purposes, I get why they did it. And the base down here being hollow, but it's so wide and long that there's just no movement with this. It won't fall over at all. And when you put it together, it is really good. So I'm kind of stuck between a B+ and an A- for quality. I think for quality materials, A-, B+ with the gaps in the joints. So now I will give you a size comparison. So here is my 4.5-inch Toy Biz Hulk, and here he is next to this big guy. This figure in the pose that it's in, I would say it's probably around 8.5 inches. It'd probably be about 12 inches if he was standing straight up. And by the top of the fist here, I would say it's about 10 inches tall. So it's a pretty big piece overall for size. Does this have the wow factor? I do think this has the wow factor. I think it's super interesting. It's another nice, really cool Japanese take on the Hulk. I think they did a really good job on the anatomy and facial features, pose. I definitely give 2 thumbs up. I'll give this an A for just wow factor. I mean, once I talk about price and the total package, I mean, this is just really, really cool. And it makes me want to get more from this company if they ever do come out with more Hulks. But very, very fun overall, and definitely recommend picking this up. So now I'll dive into price. So what's really cool about this is it's about maybe $30. The problem is you're going to be paying about $25, $30 for international shipping if you live in the US. So you can do the Japanese sites. There's tons out there if you look up the information on this, and they will ship it to you, some of these Japanese online companies. But the shipping is going to be pretty expensive. This is definitely a popular figure, and a lot of the sites already sold out, but this figure is flooded in places like eBay and Mercari, so you will find it, but it's going to be international. So I had the hookup with a couple of people that I knew in the California area dealing with international shipping, and I was able to get it shipped to that company, and then I bought it through that company, so I didn't have to pay for international shipping. So I only paid like $32 for this. Money for value? Oh my God, definitely. For $32, this thing is phenomenal. Like seriously. I'm very impressed with these companies like now Sega, Bon Presto, Kotobukiya, Madhouse, Max Factory. There's just a lot of really cool Japanese companies out there that are just killing it with these figures. And the prices are excellent for the PVC, because PVC today is pretty expensive overall. So just really, really good. So if I compare this to the Kotobukiya that I was talking about, the Avengers piece, that piece is like $75 plus. I think it came out as around $100. And this is equal quality to that, and it's 1/3 of the price, which is insane. So definitely recommend it. 2 thumbs up for me overall. I will give this between an A to an A-. Again, the lines and gaps between the joints when putting it together is the only downfall. But again, you will never have breakages or anything like that with shipping. So that's the upside to that. But you do have those ugly gaps. That's the only thing. So it's just like the Kotobukiya stuff. Does it bother me? No, not necessarily. I think the figure, the sculpt definitely overshadows that, and it doesn't bother me all that much. But if you hate gaps and statues and stuff, then don't get this, because it's really going to bother you. Overall, A- to an A. Very, very, very nice. Great quality. If you reach out to me, I might be able to find people that are selling it within the US. If they still have some available, I can ask. But if not, you're definitely going to be stuck buying these in Japan, internationally. And if you're from there, then you're going to have this in quantities, so you have no problem. If you're in Europe and those areas, it should still be pretty easy. Shipping shouldn't be too bad for you. But in the US, you're going to be paying the international shipping of $25 plus. So it kind of sucks. But still, that's only $50 total, which is still well worth the price of the figure. So I still recommend it overall. So please Hulk smash the like button, guys. Subscribe, hit the notification bell. Look out for my content. And if you love Hulk, obviously this is the place to be. And I hope you have a wonderful day, guys. So hope you enjoyed this video. This is a new piece, and it's pretty cool. I'll see you when I see you. Peace.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.